I'm on track to pay over $12,000 in debt in 2025 and paying off my first ever car that I financed over a year and a half ago. And in the past 2 years, I've paid off my student loan, credit card debt, and computer finance. I am now less than 6 months away from becoming debt-free and hitting my goal of becoming debt-free before I turn 24. Here's the exact strategy I've been using to make sure I pay off my debts as soon as possible and become debt-free. I first recommend having an emergency fund set aside right away of at least $1,000, just in case anything were to happen. You have money set aside and don't go back into further amount of debt. It does take a little bit to get started, but I recommend getting started with a goal of $1,000. Start right away before you can start being aggressive towards your debt. Secondly, you need to lay out all the debts that you have, the minimum balances you have to pay out, the balances that you have left remaining, and the interest amount, just to make sure you can see everything that you have to pay off, and you can see everything that you've done, the mistakes you made, so you don't make them back in the future. Next, I recommend making a plan or have a strategy that you want to use to pay off the debts. There's multiple strategies that you want to use to pay off your debt. I kind of just attack one debt right away. I attack my student loan, my credit card debt, and then my computer financed. And now I'm paying off my car a lot more aggressively as the last debt I had and most of my money I had left on it. Once you have a plan and how much money you want to put aside for your debt every single time you get paid, you then want to budget your paychecks to make sure you put your money aside for your debt first and still have money set aside for your everyday expenses. It's super important to still make sure you're budgeting your income, even if you're paying debt off aggressively. Overall, in this entire process, you do need a lot of discipline, a lot of consistency, a lot of effort to make sure you do this challenge. It's a lot of long process to do. Lastly, one thing that has worked for me, and that's having a goal in mind. I want to become debt-free before I turn 24, and having this goal in mind has really allowed me to become aggressive, but yet stay consistent on my entire journey. I know I'm going to be debt-free before I turn 24, so then afterwards I can start investing and saving for the future. And it's been in the back of my mind ever since I started this goal and want to accomplish it. So if you like personal finance content, make sure to give me a follow. I post about it all the time, as I truly want to help the next generation with personal finance and show my journey with it.